Hello, my name is Rebecca Curran. Today I'm here to present my persuasive speech on drinking and driving. And here is the board that I prepared to use as a visual aid. Okay, we are all college students, so I know that we have all experimented with drinking. And I am here today to try to persuade you not to drive after you've had that night of drinking. Okay, I think this is very important because as this age group, we're all going to college and sometimes we experience peer pressure and people are like, oh no, you're going to be fine, you can drive home after a couple beers. Well, that's not always true. So first of all, I would like to show the audience a couple of pictures of the outcome of drinking and driving. Those pictures might have been a little bit graphic, but they really portray the actual events that happen when somebody has been drinking and driving. A lot of people think that when they drink and drive that, they're not going to wreck. They've heard of people wrecking, but it's not going to happen to them. Well, the truth is that it can happen to them. It can happen to anybody. Like, celebrities have been in car accidents related to drinking and driving, and just normal everyday people have also. In the state of Ohio, it is actually illegal to drink and drive. If you have a blood alcohol concentration of greater than 0.08, you are considered over the limit and you can be arrested. It's actually hard to determine when your alcohol concentration is above 0.08 because there's a lot of factors including your sex, your age, your body fat percentage. Like, all of those are combined to determine how much alcohol you can drink before you reach the limit. But studies have shown that if you just drink one beer or one alcoholic beverage, then it can raise your blood alcohol concentration by 0.05. So therefore, if you drink 2 drinks, then your alcohol concentration can be 0.10, which is above the legal limit. Most accidents occur with the driver's alcohol concentration above 0.15. Alright, so when you drink and drive, you're not only risking your own health or the person that's riding with you or even the people on the street, but you're risking your freedom, your finances. If you decide to take the risk and get behind the wheel, then if you're pulled over, then you can experience fines, you can get your license suspended, and you may even have to attend a driver intervention program. With your first offense, you could face 3 days to 6 months in jail. That's a long time. You could get your license suspended for up to 3 years and have up to a $1,000 fine. I don't want to pay that. I think a lot of you probably don't either. Then, after your 4th offense, it's considered a felony. So, not only is it just a joking matter and, oh wow, I have to pay a fine, but it's a serious consequence at that point. And with your 4th offense, you can get your license suspended for life. You can face jail time and up to, I think it's like $10,000 fine. That's a really big fine, and I definitely don't want to have to pay that one. The effects of drinking and driving can affect you physically, mentally, and socially, and also financially because of the fines. If you wreck, you can injure yourself, and you can get broken bones, or you could even die. You can affect your mental health because if you are in a car accident, then if you kill somebody else, then you can suffer depression because of that guilt, and that's something you're going to have to deal with for the rest of your life. You may have to pay medical bills, not only for yourself, but if you injure others in the accident, then you're going to have to pay their medical bills also. Then, if you're caught, of course, you have a fine to pay. and then your car insurance will also go up if you're in a car accident related to drinking and driving. Some people think that like taking a cold shower or having a cup of coffee can reduce the effects of alcohol, but that's definitely not true. The only thing that can take away the effects of alcohol is time. So it's best to just go to bed, like sleep it off, and then in the morning you can go home. Alcohol can affect your body because it affects your reaction time, your concentration, your comprehension, and also your coordination. And all of those things are very important when you're driving. So if you're drinking, then it's definitely not a good thing to drive. There are several ways that you can avoid drinking and driving. You can call a friend to come get you. You can use like public transportation such as like a taxi or the bus, or if you live in a city, there's subways. You can stay overnight at the friend's house, or like I'm sure there's like also even like public transportation out there that if you just call like a certain number, then even if you don't even know this person, they'll come get you and take you home. It's just for drunk drivers. I now want to share with you a couple facts about drinking and driving. Alright. So, alcohol-related crashes are the leading cause of death for young Americans between the ages of 16 and 24. For all Americans between 5 and 35 years of age, motor vehicle accidents are the #1 cause of death. One American life is lost every 30 minutes to an alcohol-related crash. It is estimated that 3 out of every 10 Americans will be involved in an alcohol-related accident in their life. 418,000 people have died in alcohol-related accidents in the past 20 years. Recently, over 17,000 people were killed each year related to alcohol accidents. Over 300 people are killed each week in an alcohol-related accident. 45 people are killed each day in an alcohol-related accident. And then in 2009, there were 324 alcohol-related fatalities from drinking and driving. And 68% of the fatalities in this year, the driver's blood alcohol concentration was greater than 0.15. In 2009, 18,993 drivers were arrested for drinking and driving. After listening to those statistics, it really shows you that it's really not a good thing to drink and drive. Like, you can die, you can, have fines, and it kind of makes you really think twice about drinking and driving. So now you need to ask yourself, is it really worth it to have one night of fun, to risk your life, your freedom? I don't really think it is. I think I would prefer to, go out, have a good time, and then safely get home so tomorrow I can get up and spend time with my friends again. I hope that this speech has helped you, and I hope that maybe next time that you're at a friend's house and you've been drinking, it'll help you decide that no, I shouldn't get in the car and drive home. I'll call somebody, or I'll stay here for the night. Alright, so that's the end of my speech, and at this time I would thank my audience for coming and listening, and I would ask them if they have any questions for me, and I would also ask them if they have any experiences related to drinking and driving that they would like to share with me. And then I would also let them know that they can feel free to come up and view my board. I have some statistics about, in Ohio, how much the fine is for drinking and driving, and what happens with each offense.